Hello everyone, welcome back to Pack Rat's Shack. If you're my continued followers, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you and love all of your support you're showing me. Thank you so much. If you're new here, thanks for joining us. My name is Packy. Today, our video is going to be very short, but it's very important, in which I am going to teach all of you how to remove those pesky, troublesome, steam-stained areas. You know the ones I'm talking about, you coffee drinkers. Yes, you're going to greatly appreciate me after this video. That's for sure, yeah. Okay, don't go away. Stick with me till the end because you'll be so amazed at how easy this is.
Oh my gosh.
Even this
Day that we're dropping off the curio cabinet.
So here we have what looks like a water or steam stain on a kitchen table. And these are the products I'm going to use to try to work those out. And you can see there's a little here, and it's basically probably some moisture that was on the wood when a hot plate or bowl was also set on the wood. So we're just going to use some heavy duty citrus degreaser, and you want to work with the grain. So here we're going back and forth this way, and here we're going to be going back and forth this way. This is a quadruple zero steel wool. It's the finest there is, so you have no risk of scratching your surface. And you're just going to gently work that citrus cleaner in the citrus acids or citrus oils down into the wood cells, because that's where that steam and heat is trapped, is down in the wood cells. So we're just going to gently go back and forth here. So I'm going to wipe the excess off. You can see you're getting some debris and wood tones off of the surface. Now I want to let that air dry so that everything can get released out of the wood cells. And then I'm going to come back and look at it and see if it needs another session of ZEP done to it or not. But at this point, we're just going to wait for a little bit and see what it looks like after it air dries. So it's been about a half hour, and you can see there's no blotch of white through here anymore. There's no circular mark from like a plate or whatnot being set on the table, but it's a little bit dull. which happens when you scrub things clean and try to get down in there. So this is when you follow it with Howard's Feed and Wax, which is a real good product for replenishing wood and getting some nutrients in the wood cells. So you're going to come in with a clean, lint-free cloth and just rub this into the area that you worked. And go beyond a little. So this is going to bring the shine and luster back to your finish, but it is also just going to condition and nourish the wood. We just let that area set for half hour, 4 hours, 24 hours, whatever it is, till you get back to it. Let the wood absorb all that it's going to absorb, and then buff it with the clean side of the lint-free cloth. I already sprayed the ZEP on there and worked it into spots in this area, but it's very evident here. You can still see the white steam marks. And again, we want to work with the grain, and we're just going to slowly push that citrus into all of the wood cells that are affected by that steam, because those are the ones that are opened up through the finish. Okay, all the white looks like it's gone now. Okay, so now we're taking this paper towel we used on the other spot, and we're just wiping the residue of that citrus cleaner away. And you can see some of the finish does come up. And you can see this thin area and this thin area, but really it's like that through the whole table. So I'm not too concerned now. Taking a look back at the whole table, it has those thin spots. And just like the other spot, we're going to let this air dry for a good half hour at least. And then we're going to come in and hit it with the Howard Feed and Wax. This area over here that had the spot, I've already buffed the Howard Feed and Wax off, and it looks really good and consistent through the whole table. Here we're going in with Howard Feed and Wax. And when you put the Howard Feed and Wax on, I always just keep stretching it out. It'll even out the whole area. that got worked on. Looks like there's a little ding or something in here, and I'm just working the oil down into that a little bit more so that it will look more and more like the rest of the finish. So then you just let that sit however long, at least a good half hour. The longer the better. So actually, when I return to the job tomorrow is probably when I'll buff it out. So wasn't that easy? I mean, it's like 1, 2, 3, steam stain, you're out of here. One of the nice things about it is you can actually be on a day off and chilling and actually still continuing to enjoy your coffee while you're doing it. Just don't forget to get up every once in a while and do the next step, and then you can go back and relax a little bit longer. Maybe read a book, watch some TV. You know, I don't know what any of that is. I don't have time for that anymore. So how I discovered this was basically one of my clients who I was working for. I was painting her whole house basically, and she asked me to come check out her cabinets and see what I could do about that. There was several steam stains because she kind of moved it around trying to like limit the amount of exposure there was in one space. I had never done that before and I really wasn't sure what to do. So I went back and I researched it, and in my research I found some crazy weird ideas. One of them, weirdly enough, said mayonnaise, rub the mayonnaise in. Maybe a little bit more to it than just that, but I was like, not gonna play with the food. No, that might just make me hungry. Anyways, I chose this method. It seemed more reasonable. It seemed like there was a point to it. So I chose this technique, and man, I regretted that I did not record it. We were both so astonished. It was like they were brand new kitchen cabinets the first day they were hung in her house. You can tell in this video that it was a table that was being taken care of, not the kitchen cabinets. So basically it shows this can be used on furniture pieces and it can be used on kitchen cabinets. It's the same technique no matter what. You're just making sure that you use the very finest steel wool that's available to you and gently working the orange oil down into your wood grain and into the wood cells going with the grain of the wood. You will not scratch your furniture or your cabinets if you work gently with the grain. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, it'll get dulled out a little bit, but the Howard's Feed and Wax replenishes, rejuvenates, and reconditions the wood back to new. So it's beautiful when it's done, and every time I do it, everybody is just so astonished. They want the products. They want me to teach them how to do it. So I'm thinking, this is what my followers need to know. They need to know these simple little things. And if I didn't know it up until I had to research it, then a lot of people out there don't know it either. So I am just hoping that I finally have been able to instruct you on something that you needed to know, that you could do, and it would just be like, wow, mind-blowing easy and great results. Thank you for hanging in with me, and I will see you Wednesday when we install the toilet for our bathroom renovation series. See you then. Bye.
Hello everybody, it's Nova. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We really appreciate your guys' constant support for us. If you have thoughts, put them down below in the comment section. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when exactly we update. With that said, stay safe out there.